Hi, I'm Tina Brinkley Potts, business strategist, online marketing trainer, and success coach. I help experts, those that really know their topics, further their business a lot faster and really just get paid for what they already know. You see, there's been this big shift right now that you can literally take what you know and really earn a substantial income from that without going out to get a traditional job. I know that is a big stretch for a lot of people, but it can really happen, and it can happen pretty quickly too. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about why you're looking at that guy get what you want and you're sitting back going, wow, how did he do that? That should be me. You may not want to say it out loud, but I know that it happens. It happens all the time. As a matter of fact, that's how I met a lot of my clients. They would tell me, wow, I really should be the person that is sitting on that show talking about whatever topic. And I help them do that. Many of my clients were just average day Joe Blows that decided they had an expertise. And when I'm talking about an expertise, they really understand and know their topic thoroughly. You know how you get in the zone when you're talking about something, or it just automatically comes. You don't have to think about it. You really can just deliver it off the cuff. That's the type of clients that I work with. But I want to tell you in this video why you are not the person that is getting in front of all of the audiences that you want, all of the opportunities that you want, and what you can do right now to change it with 3 simple things. So first, we're going to start with no gatekeeper. One thing you really got to understand right now in this economy, you don't have to wait for someone to tell you you can do something. You can reach your client directly. I don't care who your client is. If you're looking for someone by specific demographic, I know most people talk about their customer avatars. You know, my customer is 35 to 50. She's a woman and she has 2 kids and all of those kind of things. Well, if that's who you're looking for, you can find her easily today. If you're looking for someone that just has asthma, you can find those people very easily today. You don't have to wait for someone else to introduce you. You really can make a direct connection with those people very easily. And most of the time, it is by using technology. But most people believe you gotta wait for that introduction. You don't have to wait for the introduction anymore. You can use things like online video, exactly as I'm doing with you right now. And people will learn to get to know you. So you wanna move past the idea that you have to wait for permission for anybody to tell you that you can do anything. You want to know that you don't have to wait to get past the secretary or, be political correct, administrative assistant. You can do that now basically by just a little simple search. So get over the idea that you have to have a gatekeeper. There's no gatekeeper anymore. You can reach anybody, anywhere, even celebrities these days. Most people think it's real hard to reach a celebrity, but it really isn't. It really isn't. You can reach pretty much anybody you want. So get over the idea that you need to get a gatekeeper. The other big dilemma that most people have that are keeping them from actually getting to where they want to go is they have the mentality that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. How many times have you heard that? I know I grew up around a lot of people who had a whole lot of sayings, and that would be a topic for another discussion if I talk about all of those things that I've now dispelled into myths. But this is a big one. Right now, technology can help you do so many more things. I want you to think that technology can give you more hands. And most people are waiting too long to implement technology into their business, especially their marketing. And If you are implementing, you're doing what everybody else already has been doing for a long time. So it's taking you forever to penetrate a market when you waited too long. Think about how you interact with people today. Most people interact on a smartphone, some type of a tablet, or even still a PC. But if you're not doing anything to reach people on those devices, then you're getting lost. And it's out of sight, out of mind. So you really want to learn how to use the latest and greatest technology. I know you can still write with pen and paper. I'm not saying that you shouldn't write with pen and paper. But how many people are actually picking up a newspaper today and looking through everything that goes through it? Or are you getting your news online? Think about it. The biggest news stories, somebody has already posted either a video that they took with their smartphone or just really started typing about what happened. Because isn't it funny that we all want to be the first one to tell the world about something that happened, especially on Facebook? You know how every time somebody's, I remember one of the biggest TV shows right now, people are always excited to hurry up and post that did you see that? They want to be the first so they can start the news feed and the stream of what was really going on. So we don't wait again for the gatekeeper, old traditional news, traditional newspaper outlets. They still have a great place in this world, but we're not waiting for them to tell us exactly what happened. We might watch it later to confirm, but each one of us today are the gatekeeper. So when you're sitting back waiting because you believe that, I've been doing it this way for 50 years. I remember in one of my videos, I talked about the secret sauce for Bush's baked beans. If it isn't the secret sauce for Bush's baked beans, then you need to change it and update it to what's going on in this new economy. If it isn't so particular to your business that you're doing things in a specific way and that is what you became known for, you really have to update it in what's going on today. And that is one of the single biggest problems that I face when I'm talking to a lot of my clients. One of my clients was literally going around and doing the old school putting out flyers for his business. Now, you would think there's nothing wrong with that, right? Well, what if I told you that I could just add a couple of other components to that, and by the time we're done, we triple your business? That's what he did. We just added a video, a landing page or a squeeze page, whatever you want to call it, and just an autoresponder, and that was just a series of emails that were delivered on a specific time frame, and it tripled his business. You could do that too, but you're probably not using them. Raise your hand. Are you using online video? Are you using an autoresponder? Do you have landing pages? Let's talk a little bit about the old way of doing it. That there's a website, you probably have a website, and you have every single product you've ever created on that website. And you're just hoping that somebody's going to go there and they're going to buy. But most of the time they don't. When you change and you also have landing pages, you can actually lead people to the exact product you want them to buy. And you're probably thinking, oh no, but I have all of these other products and I don't want to isolate them. But isn't it better to start somewhere and then teach them about the other things you have? Because then you get the sale and then you can start and build the relationship from there. So you really have to get over the mentality of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because you must fix it. If you do not have technology in out through your business today, you will be left behind. Or you're going to be, on that hamster wheel. You run out, you find a client, you're happy and excited that you have a client, and then you do the work. You probably do such a wonderful job, and then you don't have any clients again. Or, I was just speaking to a group yesterday, a gospel group, and, music is phenomenal. And one of the things that they were like, oh, everybody loved our music, this, that, and the other, and people bought so many copies when we were there, but I can't seem to get them to buy anymore. And that leads me to my next point, which is CWBTIAB. And you're probably like, what the world is that? Okay, this is big for you. If you are an author, if you have music, if you have CDs, whatever you have, you need to understand this concept, CWBTIAB. And let me tell you what that means. It means customers who bought this item also bought. Now, let's talk about, I want to go back to the same group. This gospel group has their music on CD Baby. And I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with CD Baby. But why don't they have their music on iTunes? Because iTunes operates off of this premise. So let's say I buy your record, and or let's say I've bought, in the gospel world, a big artist name, and then I bought this gospel group's album. Now, when you come on and you also hit that big artist name that's doing, platinum album sales or whatever, now it's going to say customers who bought this item also bought. Now, there's things that have to happen in order for you to trigger that, but isn't that better than sitting on some site that does not do that? They're doing the marketing for you. But you know what? Most people will say, oh, I don't want to be on iTunes, or I would rather direct everybody. And again, I'm not picking on CD Baby because I believe that they do have a place. So please don't think that. But most people put their music on CD Baby and say, oh no, I want them to go to CD Baby to buy because I get more money that way. Well, how many people have an iPhone? How many people have an iPod? How many people have an iPad? Every single last one of those people have iTunes. So if they've ever bought any music to fill that MP3 player, regardless of if it's an iProduct or not, if they're using iTunes, they see this all the time. Let's talk about authors. Authors, big Amazon. Amazon, customers who bought this item also bought. And if you don't believe me, go look right now. When you sign into your account, it'll tell you a purchase history. When you click on any item, you scroll down the page and it'll say customers who bought this also bought that. But if you have your book and you're still selling them out of the trunk of your car, can you get to that? You can still sell them out of the trunk of your car, but why not list on Amazon? Why not list on iTunes? And there's a whole host of others, but those are the two big names. If you're not taking advantage of the places that will do your marketing for you, you just have to hit certain triggers. And those triggers are called algorithms. Basically, a certain criteria really needs to be met. Maybe you need to be in the top 100 sales or something for that day. Whatever it is, you just got to pass the algorithm because, a lot of people that know me, one of my favorite sayings right now is the algorithm is the new man. You know how everybody talks about the man is holding me down and I can't do this. Well, it's an algorithm now. There's not anybody sitting there watching it. Yeah, the programmers and developers make changes every so many months, but most of the time it is something that's going to calculate on its own. And if you take just a little bit of time to feed the algorithm, you could have this in place for your business. Now you're probably saying, I'm not an author, I'm not a singer, or I don't have any music. What does this mean to me? It means a lot, because your products and services could be listed in the same places. Isn't it great to have a big giant like iTunes marketing for you? Or maybe Amazon? It could today. So I want you to take these three things, these three concepts, and figure out how you can apply it in your business. And in the next video, we're going to talk about automation. You know, I brought it up a little bit in this video. I didn't really touch on it a lot, but I'm going to talk about how automation can add a digit to your income. Whole digit. Have I done it? Yeah. Have I helped other people do it? Yeah. And you could do it too. So make sure you watch for that video. Literally can change your life right now. So I want to thank you for watching this video. And if you have any comments, please post them below the video. Questions. I'm going to do a Google Hangout about this very concept. And I'm really going to talk about how some famous singers changed the ball game in the recent months. And yes, again, even if you're not a singer, how this would really work in your business. So we're going to do a Google Hangout, going to answer all of your questions live, and really talk about how you can actually apply this in your business. Again, any questions or comments, please put them below this video. Thanks. Bye.